Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, it's been a while and I missed you guys. Oh my goodness. But anyways, I have a lot of things to share, more content, and I'm excited for that. And if this is your first time on my channel, you are welcome to the family. I'm excited to have you here. Oh my goodness. So on this video, we are going to switch gears. It's going to be a little different because I have a special guest joining me on this video. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Alright, so before we get on with the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you don't miss a thing. But on a serious note though, how is everyone doing? These past few months, well, just last year, it was so hard with everything going on, right? How are we doing? Leave me a comment, share with me what were your struggles, what were the things that you learned, maybe a new skill, yeah, let's have a conversation. I always look forward to reading the comments, so let's just have a conversation. And if you guys have any other videos, ideas, always welcome. Alright, so let's get on with the video. I'm excited. Welcome back guys, and my special guest for this video is none other than my husband. So he's going to be joining me as we do the couples tag, right? This is going to be exciting. Welcome, puppy.
Hi guys.
What, you want to introduce yourself? You want to say your name?
Yeah. Barry.
Alright, so let's get to the questions. I'm excited about these questions, by the way, but yeah. Alright, first question. When and where did we both meet? You go first.
When did we both meet? Church. I'll say church.
Yeah, we met at church.
We met at church.
So typical.
2 years ago. I don't know, 2016?
2015 actually. We met 2015.
2015.
Yeah. Summer 2015.
2015 it is.
Yeah. So that's when we met. I know, at church, right? Almost everybody meets at church.
I think so.
Well, I think it's the best place to go meet somebody, at church. Anyway, where was our first date? Funny thing is, I kind of got it wrong at first, but he did get it right. It was actually in Scotterbush. That's where we had our first.
In Scarborough.
Yeah.
Actually, that was our first.
Unofficial.
Well, that was our date.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was our date.
Yeah, pretty much. That was it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was actually before we became a couple. So
yeah, before we decided to say, okay, we're gonna, get in a relationship and stuff. Yeah. Scatterbush. That was actually also my first time actually at that restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually my first time too. Alright. First. Alright. What was your first impression? Oh, what did you notice about me?
What I noticed about you? Well, the thing is, when I physically saw you, I think the first thing was, I'm like, oh, I thought you were cute. But we were actually conversing before we met in person.
That is true. Yeah. So we were already in contact before we actually noticed each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was like official business.
Yeah, it was like more like
else.
It was more business, just like, okay, let's try to get this done. Mm-hmm. And then when we actually get to see each other, when we saw each other, was after we've already had conversations and such.
Yeah. But yeah, during the conversations, I was like, oh, she's cool,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I think my first impression of what I I noticed just from the before we actually, officially kind of met, was just through the emails, like, it was funny. Like, we would have like funny jokes,
that's true.
little things in the email.
That's true, yeah.
So, like, from there, I kind of noticed that, looks like a very down-to-earth type of guy. So we would throw in little jokes here and there. And when I actually now started noticing you, I was like, my goodness, this guy is actually good looking. And by the way, the dressing was what got me. Like, he would dress up and I was just like, my goodness, this guy can dress. That was one of the first things that I noticed. It was good looking, it was tall, but the dressing was on point. I
try.
Yeah.
I try.
That's what he'll say, but Anyways, let's move on to the next question. How long have we been together? So, 4 years and some months. This year will be our 5th year actually together. Our 5th year, like
leading to the 5th.
Yeah, leading to the 5th.
Because we kind of were together ending of 2016, right?
Yes.
So
2016.
So it's about 4 and a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. And married for a couple of months.
Married for months. What's that? 4 months?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
September. So about that.
About that. Yeah. So it's exciting. All right. When did you meet? Like, when did we meet? Like, our families. I'll go first. All right. He didn't waste time letting me meet his family. I was excited. At first, I was so scared about it, but I appreciate it. And actually, for me, it kind of hit me that you were willing to let me meet your family so fast. Like, pretty much, we started dating in November. In December for Christmas, I met your parents. Yeah, I met your family. It was around that Christmas timing that I met your family. Yeah, I was just like, all right, this thing is getting serious. Right after that, I called my girlfriend. So I'm like, yo, but it was so much fun. Yeah. Yeah,
for me, man, mine was a long process, I think. Mine was a long process. Because I think I met everyone in like stages.
Yeah.
I think that Congolese people, man, there's so many. But yeah, I met all of them in stages. I think I met.
You met my sister first.
Yes, I met Goldrin first of all.
Yeah.
Then I started. Then I think I met like the other ones.
Yeah.
I think I met the aunties.
Yeah.
Met the uncles.
Yeah.
Met another uncle.
And
another uncle. And another auntie.
But it was for a good reason.
There was a lot of them.
Yeah, it was for a good reason. Just because I'm not sure about everyone else. Most likely just because I'm a female. Again, it's difficult to bring somebody home, and then it doesn't work out in the short period, and then you would bring somebody else again home, and then bring somebody else again home. Like, family will be like, okay, so what's going on? Why are we meeting so many people? So, we always try to keep it first for ourselves, like to ourselves.
For how long though?
Well, yeah, I guess it's until, I feel like when it comes to ladies, until they feel like they're comfortable enough to actually now let you in their space when now family gets involved. Because once family gets involved, normally with girls or with ladies, once family gets involved, you're gonna hear one auntie will be like, you baby are wasting too much time. Faut rentrer maintenant là, vous passez trop du temps là. You're wasting too much time. Oh yeah, let's go. So we also don't want to get those calls or those conversations saying that, hey, you guys are taking too long. What's going on? Because if they meet somebody right now, for them, you're getting married already in the next month. So if a year, like 6 months, 7 months to a year, they're like, okay, what's going on? So what are you guys just playing games? Right? So it's kind of difficult. Yeah, but it took time. I think you met my aunts a year after.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But then I eventually met the parents.
Yes.
So yeah.
We traveled.
Yeah, we traveled around the world to the other side.
It's the other side of the world. It's actually
Australia.
me,
Yeah.
my parents.
To meet the parents. I'm like, I have to travel. We have to go there. I have to make it happen. And
36 hours of flight. 36 hours flight.
Yeah. Was that it?
Yeah, it was 36 hours flight.
Because we had some layovers.
Yeah, layovers and stuff.
Yeah.
But
So yeah. So mine took a while. A process.
But I'm proud of you. You did all those steps. Yeah, I'm proud of you. All right, let's move on to the next one. What country and tribe are you from? I can already kind of tell that from
Sure.
different places.
Yeah. Country. Nigeria. Tribe. Edo State. Benin City specifically.
Yeah. Well, I'm Congolese and from the Luba tribe, the Luba Empire. Google it if you want to know more about it. But yeah, so this is the Niger-Congo combo.
Fusion.
Yeah, you know, it's beautiful. Love it. All right. Next question. What were the family reactions? That we're actually, you know, bringing people from different countries and tribes.
I think my parents were
Cool. Yeah.
My parents are, I think they were just very open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
I think my parents were open-minded as well. My dad was more like, does he love you? Does he take care of you? Does he respect you? I'm like, yeah, it's okay. That's all that matters. So, like, I never really grew up in a house where they said, oh, you have to marry from your country or from your tribe or anything like that. So, for me, it didn't matter who I brought home, like depending on tribe or country. It didn't really matter. And I think that was a beautiful thing about it. Like it didn't have to be another stress that we had to fight for, or fight over, or like a hip that we had to, you know, like a mountain that we had to, you know, climb or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I think that was a good.
It was,
good thing.
it was an easy process.
Yeah.
There wasn't resistance.
No, we didn't get any of that,
Yeah.
which was great. Trust me, it was great. All right, so let's go to the next one. How was it dating and marrying from another tribe or country? Like the little things that you learned or you found out, or
It's a long. I mean, this is it's a lengthy answer. But I think to keep it short, it was different. It was eye-opening. There were different things that similar things, but also things that we do differently, right? Foods also different foods, slightly different. But I think the general idea, just because, of course, I mean, we both come from Africa.
yeah,
There's kind of like a general, what's the word? Feel to our foods.
yeah,
right?
general
Or
feel.
just cooked differently. But yeah, it was different. It was different. Some things were slightly different. I can't start going too much into details. Just so many things. But I think the major things were just the food, just the way we do things.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, it
Slightly
was.
different.
Yeah, it was very eye-opening, and I think the one thing that really worked was because we were both open-minded.
Yeah.
Like we were both open to, you know, say, hey, so this is how you guys do it differently.
Yeah.
But what we realized is that we had more similarities than differences. Like when it comes to the foods. I would try to explain a game, and you're like, oh yeah, I play the same game. Like we would get to like, oh, remember this fruit? Like I would say a particular fruit, different names, but it's the same fruit.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it was like, it didn't feel like we're from like too far apart. Yeah, from. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, I think it was pretty good.
The games one actually was.
Yeah, you just got it different.
The same game. I'm like, that's crazy. We play the same thing, just different names.
Just different names. And I think the only difference really is like the languages.
Yeah.
Like there are times like I would say something and I'm just like, oh, he doesn't speak this language. So I'll go back to English, or I'll say the whole thing. And then I'm just like, I'm waiting for a response, and he's not responding. I'm just like, oh yeah. By the way, this is what I mean. And then I would try to actually teach him or explain to him exactly what I said. And I think that's actually exciting when I get to do that. I actually find it very fun. All right, let's go to the next one. Who said I love you first?
Yeah, it was me.
You did.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost maybe an unsaid rule.
Yeah.
I guess, because I find quite often the guys, I mean, I don't know, guys usually say they love you first.
I think women usually,
because I feel like women hold off. Now.
Think so?
Yes. I feel like the women hold off just so
they know if
that this guy is is correct and ready.
Yeah,
so they might be feeling it. They might actually even have that feeling of being in love with this person. But I feel like they just would not say it because they want the guy to be the one to say it first. So I think that we guys, once you get to a certain point, you already kind of know. Okay, I think this is with the time where there's feelings. I probably know she's not gonna say it.
Oh, okay. So. Well, I don't know about that. I always thought that women are very easy at saying, like sharing their emotions and probably saying it.
Expressing them.
Yeah, expressing. Yes, we are very much. Yeah. We express our emotions. But I would also think that we'd be also the first people to say it. For me, really, the reason why I didn't say it at the earlier time or anything like that, because the word itself, actually saying the word, or I feel like people actually throw the word I love you out there just like that. Like it's just a word that everybody just throws out. Right? So for me, it has to mean something, not just because we're in a relationship, but it's just like, oh, I love you, and that's it. Like, for me, it was more about actions than just the words. Right? Like, it was for me affirming that, hey, this is a legit relationship. This is what I'm pursuing. This is where I want to be. It was more about actions than just somebody telling me, because I've heard so many of them, right? To a point where it became like just a regular word or a regular sentence or phrase. Like, for me, when you actually said it, it hit me because I backed it up with your actions. So,
okay.
Yeah. I don't know what you guys think about that. Like, is it a word that you think is just thrown out there or not? Leave me a comment. Yeah, seriously. Let's have a conversation about this. Yeah? Okay, let's move on to the next question. What was our first road trip?
First road trip?
Yeah.
I think that was Montreal.
We didn't really have a road trip, but we did have a trip.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a road trip.
Yeah.
But I think that was the longest drive that we had.
No, we didn't drive. Our first one, we flew.
Where?
To Montreal with Focusway. You and I flew. We didn't drive.
We drove.
We didn't drive. We flew. Remember, we even had an issue at the airport when they took my gel out. Made me throw it away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That was it. That was actually the first time you met my uncle too.
Okay.
And then my brother-in-law drove us to the airport.
Okay.
There was so much traffic.
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah.
But we drove to Montreal again for a wedding.
Yes. So that was different.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess that was the one then, because a road trip.
No, but
that would be
this is
one.
the first
Road trip.
Okay. I guess
Montreal.
first road trip was still Montreal too.
Was it Montreal?
Yeah, but it's just different occasions.
Different occasions.
The first trip we took as a couple though was again Montreal, but we flew.
That was not a road trip.
Yeah.
We're in the air.
Yeah.
So you get
it was
road
air trip.
There you go. Road trip, Montreal. Anyways, regardless, we're both
the
same city,
Montreal.
just different occasions. Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, that was just like
both Montreal.